Welcome. The first step is to access the DCC config file. This is done by getting into the DCC VX program by clicking this icon. You'll want to sign into the username admin, then enter the password given to you by your Poltys dealer. We'll be clicking on the left-hand side tab labeled Settings, and then Modify. An Excel file will pop up, similar to this one. Now, because we are going to be moving a pendant to a new room and renaming the pendant, you have to make those changes first in the nurse call system, the physical nurse call system, which is either System Technologies or Innovonics, whichever one you have installed at your facility. When you're doing that, take note of the exact name that you use, because we'll have to use that exact name to register the device in the Poltys DCC VX. So we're going to go into the alarm generating devices. For this exercise, we'll be moving the room 113 pendant to room 116. So the device address, alarm ID will stay the same. And then the device description, we'll want to change that to exactly what it says in the nurse call system, the System Technologies or Innovonics or whatever system you use. So most likely we'll have used very similar terminology. We'll just change that to room 116 pendant. The next column over is the device display name. This is what gets displayed on the devices that the nurses carry around with them. And so we can be a little bit more flexible with that, but let's still make that 116. If you'd like, you can add the resident name there, so that it can make it a little bit more personal for your residents. The next column over is the room number or location. This tells the computer where the device is supposed to be found, and so we move that to 116. We'll stay with bed 1. This one gets filled automatically, so don't worry about that one. The next place to work on is the callback extension. If your facility uses callback, which means that they can call the rooms and say, hey, what's going on? Then you need to make sure that your extension number is correct. And so in this case, we're going to change the extension number to 116, and then you'll see here that each of these extensions has room numbers, has a number 1 after it. And that's how this facility is set up. You'll have to look at kind of what the pattern is at your facility and modify it as needed. The last place to change, in some instances, is the escalation zones. If you moved your pendant to a room that's in a different zone or a different area of your facility, for example, if you moved it from memory care to assisted living or something like that, then you may need to modify the escalation zones. So in the first column, it's where the alarm will be sent for the first, in this case, 8 minutes, and then who will get it for the next 2 minutes. And so in this facility, they're all the same zone, and so I won't make those changes. All that's left now is to click Save, and then test your device and make sure that it pops up correctly.